A Feathery Light 5,500 pound dual entry bunkhouse super slide passport elite upgraded series coming in on trade here at Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is going to be absolutely a knockout dream coach for someone to either be like their first family RV, or if you're like trying to get rid of the family pop-up, or you just want to go up to a laminated skin. This was owned by an older couple who wanted the grandkids to come with them. Sadly, the grandkids never did. Not once. They tried to bring the adult kids a few times, and it just never kind of worked out. So they went, you know what? Forget this. And they swapped down to a smaller, lighter, more manageable 24-foot rear living couples camper, and off they go. And another thing that kind of sets the odds in the favor of this being a first-time couples camper is my understanding, and please call to verify because things like this can often change very quickly, is that their original hitch system and stuff, they're letting go with it and going to a newer, updated hitch that we're offering them here at Haylet RV. So that's yet another thing between $400 to $500 that first-time RVers are not going to need to spend money on. Full access in transit with the slide close is one of the advantages of this floor plan. You can find this thing very commonly still today called the 2810 Passport Grand Touring, which is basically the same general layout, but a couple things like the jazzier solid surface countertops and the like wooden plantation blinds won't be included in that series, but it's also significantly less expensive. Now, I came in through the bathroom door. Which you don't have to do. I'm standing at the main entry door right now with the bedroom door right behind me. So this does have full travel easy access, which is just a handy thing if you're packing up the camper or if you just got to make a quick travel stop and, you know, feed the kids, wash your hands at the bathroom, whatever. Inside here, it is very nice, clean, and well kept. There's only one little blemish I've really spotted, and I've gone through this thing 3 times now. I'm going to point that out as we go, but it is absolutely nothing to get your blood pressure worked up over. Now, this is an odd seating arrangement for a bunkhouse, half-ton towable travel trailer. But I think it's actually going to make sense for a lot of people. Like our sales manager, I was asking him, because you don't usually see a freestanding table and chairs in an open corner bunk floor plan like this. That's a very uncommon pairing. And I was talking to my sales manager, he goes, no, I like this, because he's like me. He's a bigger fella, and he goes, I prefer this table because I don't like being stuck in a booth where the table rubs against my belly. I like having that extra space there. He and I are both a little thicker in the midsection than we need to be, so I understand that. He says, and I also don't want to mess with folding down my slide seating for my kids to sleep. If my kids can't fit in those bunks, they ain't coming. And really, I can kind of understand and respect that, because camping, part of recreational vehicles is recreation fun. So this is, it's one of the old airbed style hide-a-beds. My recommendation is, I haven't located the air mattress portion for it yet, but my recommendation is if you do plan to use this as an airbed, which a lot of people just go, I just want a sofa, I don't care if it folds into a sleeper in a bunkhouse, then plan on spending maybe 20 bucks at the big box store of your choice to replace the mattress, because the ones that came from the RV manufacturers, unfortunately, they just didn't quite, you know, they weren't up to snuff. And I still remember this decor. This is called the rattan decor. Oh, that is funny. It was spelled like rattan, though. I think somebody wanted to spell it like rattan. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, so this is the Passport Elite series. Like I mentioned earlier, it's the upgrade over the Grand Touring. And you're going to see things like the nicer wooden blinds, the upgraded window trimmings and whatnot, the freestanding table instead of the booth. But what's nice is, guys, you're looking at an upgraded series in a used price point. So you're getting all the nicer things for less money than the basic one brand new. And that's a good deal. All of our windows open for airflow. They're all tinted, so those side breeze windows, you're going to get that awesome airflow. This has one of my favorite features right here, and Passport's really the one that I saw it first in, and they still seem to be the most common for it, is what I call the open air ladder wall, where the ladder is actually the structural support for that upper bunk. But what's nice is by making it very minimalist, so that you can see through it, the whole camper feels bigger. There's more light. It's brighter. Now you'll see that there are power outlets, lights, and windows for the upper and lower bunks. Again, previous owner put the foam toppers in here on these mattresses, but again, the mattresses have barely been used. Unfortunately, the style of camping that they intended, it just didn't quite come to fruition. But that's good news for you folks at home. We do have central air. We do have central heat So this will stay, this is a good, you know, like 3-season camper. We do have a big heated enclosed underbelly with an oversized furnace. So if it is going to dip below freezing overnight, you're going to be okay. You don't have to have a heart attack or anything. But it is not made for like 0-degree Arctic camping. Something Keystone does all over the place, and I've always kind of liked the idea of this once I really learned about it, is like you look up here like, oh nice, a kitchen skylight. But it's actually not just that. It's also a vent. So that if you do want to open this to get extra airflow, it's actually doing 2 things instead of 1 thing. They've done a good job of that. Now, over here next to the bathroom, you've got this extra large like pantry and closet combination to give you all sorts of big time storage here in the area that you need it most, because you need a good pantry if you're going to feed the family, and you need lots of storage space, you know, to keep all their stuff. And you can see the classic raised panel, you know, doors. Now, what's neat is it's not like a simulated raised panel door. I used to see a lot of that where like it'd just be a flat door, and then they would take leftover cabinet trim to form the rectangles. This is an actual nicer raised panel door. And you'll notice too that they have real doors, not just here in the bathroom, but also on the bedroom, which is extremely uncommon. And it gives it a very nice, classy look and feel. So the direct entry bathroom right here, it's going to throw a lot of people off. That there's a door looking just dead on at the toilet. If you've never camped before, you're like, that is absolutely weird. Because you're thinking in household terms. You're not thinking in camper terms. You're not used to that yet. This has a deadbolt for privacy and security on it, just like your main entry door. So even if you're sitting on the toilet, you can reach forward and lock that deadbolt and maintain full privacy. By having that door right here, so that if the kids are in the lake or they're dirty, they can come right in, they can shower off. You don't have to track through the entire camper and track, you know, campground foot debris and dirt and whatever else through the whole RV. And that helps keep this thing clean. Now, speaking of clean, something I've learned to look for is like showers and whatnot. And this is, everything in here is very clean, very well kept. I like that it's a full inclusive bathroom. So like, you know, you don't have a bathroom sink outside in your living area or something like that. It's just very well executed. Let's see, we talked about that. I'm trying not to lose my place here. Let's look forward here. So the entertainment center can spin around to face the bedroom if you want. And as you can see right here, you've got, like I said, the real doors and the spinning entertainment center. But you notice the back of the TV. And the TV's in there, by the way. The TV is included. We'll look at that when we get to the bedroom. But the back of the TV, they finished. It's fully mirrored. And what that creates here, guys, is a sense of space, a larger sense of space. So if you don't want to watch TV, or if you don't want the bedroom to feel small, you can place the mirror, point the mirror to whatever room you want to look and feel bigger. And it will look and feel bigger, because that's what they do. Now, the TV is included, all the original electronics and remote controls. Like right down here, we've got a Bluetooth DVD stereo system, so that's going to do all your main work for you. The scraggle of cables here, if you wanted to, you could feed those into the cabinets a little bit to get those out of the way, but that also makes a nice little phone charge station. Also, one of the things that this has going on for it is a surprisingly nice kitchen in what looks to be a pretty minimalist kitchen. The kitchen opens right up here, starting with the entertainment center. You can see we have some storage above and below that. Now over here, you just have a whole slew of drawers, and I like that everything comes out to you. I don't like when I have to reach for storage. I like that to come to me, basically. You also see this big full peninsula countertop right here that gives us just a tremendous amount of prep space, especially when you've got the big stainless steel farm sink right here with the flush mount solid surface covers. Now above, we've got a pretty good sized cabinet. And you can see that the previous folks put a like a little shelf organizer type thing in there. Looks like maybe they made it so you could put some cereal on the right side and some small boxes of stuff on the left. And then you notice that we've got full storage below the island on this one. And if you notice, like that big 45 or that big 90-degree peninsula bend can be hard to get to everything, so they put an extra door in the back side of it to give you easy access to everything within the kitchen. Up here in the bedroom, they put the biggest windows they could in this thing. They gave it maximum window coverage so that you can have a nice, large feeling bedroom, even though it is really a pretty minimal bedroom. But I like that they didn't chintz. They left the full overhead cabinets. They have full-length hanging closets. They're both fully mirrored. You've got stands on both sides of the bed to charge phones and whatnot. And this is not the short camp queen. Whenever people see the bed comes very close to the wall like this, a lot of people go, ah, dang it, you know, I hate it when it does that. This is the full 80-inch residential queen, not the 74-inch camp queen. So even a taller 6'2", 6'3"-ish guy like me can fit in here no sweat. And also, again, speaking of big windows, monstrously sized window over here. And again, in conjunction with these tall, fully mirrored hanging wardrobes, it'll be very comfortable in here. And once again, at nighttime, if you want, you can flip the TV around, or you can just leave the mirror in here to make it feel more spacious, or enjoy some evening entertainment. Just realized as I was closing this up, I said that there's a little defect I detected. Nothing major, but I forgot to talk about it. And this is how minor it is, guys, that even knowing it was here and walking past it 3 times, I still forgot to talk about it because it's as close to out of sight and out of mind as anything can possibly get. It's purely cosmetic, but one time when the owner was closing the slide out, there was a thing hanging off the end of it. And when he closed the slide out, whatever was hanging off caught the trim that kind of just hides the edge of the slide, and it just broke a little portion of it right here. It's not pretty, it's unfortunate it happened, but it has absolutely no effect on the camper. And like I said, you have to really know it's there to even know it's there. I just don't think it's that big a deal. But whether it's big or small, you folks deserve to know about it, and we always represent everything clearly and with honesty here at Haylett RV. Everything out here looks good. This was kept clean, conditioned, maintained, protected from the weather. Everything outside looks the way it's supposed to. Passports still today have these extra large front pass-through compartments. You can see the all-aluminum structure of this because it does have an all-aluminum structure through and through. Those again are the bars for the hitch that my understanding at the time of this filming is that that hitch is being left behind to go with this trailer because he is upgrading to a newer style hitch. Now, I do recommend, if you purchase this trailer, you also consider that newer style hitch. There's a reason that we use them now as opposed to something like this. Pardon the tractor noise. But the fact is, if this is going to be your first camper, you're on a budget, which is often the case in a used RV, anything that'll help you save a couple $100 is not a bad thing. So we're going to leave that choice up to you guys. The baggage door themselves, they are the same size on both sides of the coach. So you have a big door on the front and a big door on the, well, I'm sorry, the driver's side and the, I can't even get this out. Why is this so hard for me? Driver's side and camp side baggage doors are both extra large. There we go. That makes it easier to be able to get to and use your cargo. We do have a heated enclosed belly. Here's a good look at that extra large bedroom window. But notice too that all the windows are, well, with the exception of the slide side windows, your windows are frameless on this. It gives it that nice sleek look. Now for rainy day airflow, you can see the, first of all, the frameless windows tilt open for airflow. But the previous owner added window covers up here, window awnings. That is not a factory installed item. You see that a lot of times in like motorhomes there. So they were really good about taking care of this thing. We do have a nice little storage pocket back here underneath the bunk area, so they didn't let anything go to waste. That's one of my RV nerdisms. I believe that's number 37 if you're keeping count. Not an ounce of space gone to waste. Skin is gleaming, kept clean. Now on the rear bumper back here, you're going to see 2 things. A spare tire that's never seen the light of day, and you're going to see a grill, bumper mount grill bracket. And there is an RVQ grill hookup back there, but there is no RVQ grill apparently present with this camper. It came with one brand new, but evidently it didn't hold up, or it was replaced, or whatever the case. There's no grill. So just keep that in mind too. But instead of a grill, you're also kind of getting a hitch with it, so you're not exactly losing. Big power awning in this, and it clearly covers both of those entry doors. So on a rainy day, no matter what side of the picnic table you're on, it's easy to get through here. Just a quick little note that the entry doors are gas strutted, so they don't slam open in the breeze. And just a quick peek at that direct entry bathroom right here. Again, very handy to like just send the kids in to get them hosed off real fast. Take a look just right down the sidewall. You can see that there's no degradation or oxidation or peeling or flaking or fading of skin or decals or anything like that. Similarly, these nice radial tires right here, they look fantastic. I see absolutely no weathering on them. I don't believe this camper was ever really towed a whole lot. So overall, I'm very happy with what I see here. Like I said, this would be a very good first-timers camper. 1, because it's a great family camp floor plan, but 2, for the fact that you're not inheriting someone else's problems. You're just getting a nice used camper. That's kind of the whole point. So take care, stay safe, have fun, happy camping everyone, and remember, we only do everything at Haylett RV: hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, and everything in between.